Stavros Tousios for M4Markets. Today we're going to have a look at dollar yen and dollar CAD. They are the only two that have had something important happening. So, started off with the dollar yen. You see here we keep drawing these base channels, and prices are like out and away from them sometimes, but leaving them on the charts, it's important. So now we see prices have come all the way down here from 138 down to 129.50 or so, okay, and we are seeing an actual bounce. That bounce follows a double divergence signal here, right? You see that? And from after false break, initial leg outside the descending channel, and then we come down and we did a rebound on the base channel slash also on the top of the base channel coming down. So this is like a channel cluster, if you want to consider that being the case. So we are above the 62, heading towards 132.60, and from there is probably where we decide what is going to happen. Now, of course, as we go up, okay, things might change. But for now, and just so that you keep that in mind as well, when the RSI is moving along with prices, that means there is convergence between the prices and the RSI. So as long as they move in tandem, that typically implies that the move is going to continue to the direction of both the price and the RSI, which in this case, of course, is to the upside. But we do start to notice a slight divergence over here from like the 22nd of March. So keep that in mind, because on the 4 hour, that means that we will start probably forming a divergence slowly. So as long as we are below 133, this divergence is still possible. So only if we break above 133, then things are going to be a little bit more bullish. Turning to dollar CAD, and we have actually slid back within this base channel. So if that kind of does something similar to what the dollar yen did, and it's not necessary that it does, we're just playing with the chances here, we could go all the way back to the base channel at some point, wouldn't it? But the issue is here that we don't really see a divergence here. This is actually just falling, okay, without seeing an evident divergence. At the same time though, as we go down, we don't see a divergence either. So we are falling without any sort of implications to the upside for now. The only implication we'll probably see is the 50%, which is at 135.62. So if we do get there and we hold, there will be some possibility for a respite up towards the 137 once again, with 136.35 probably being one of the pit stops. But slide it under 135.62 is going to give us probably it's going to get us closer to 134.73, which is the previous swing high, and of course the 61.8. But then if we do lose this and we enter the territory below 134.76, then this is going to open the door for the dollar CAD to go all the way down to 132.60, perhaps even lower. Does the 1 hour show anything? The 1 hour says we have some sort of divergence over here. So, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves down, which suggests that markets moves in 5. Maybe we see an upside and then further continuation, right? Unless if, of course, this is going to be a complete different pattern to what we typically see. So this divergence might be indeed a shorter move to the upside, where prices might fail to do something significant. If we cross above the 50 and perhaps even 137.23 or so, then we're gonna get closer to the channel again, and the chances of crossing back above the channel and going into an accelerated upward trend are going to increase. But until then, of course, a price remains to the downside in the short term, and we have this sort of divergence to keep an eye on, as there seems to be some sort of bias building forming to the upside towards 133 and 136.38 initially, and perhaps even all the way up to around 136.97.